Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning, citizens and soldiers of the great Rick Empire. Today, we're going to be interviewing someone that is. I don't think you everybody knows him yet, but he is a very important person, and that is Plurple. How has your day been?
I'm doing good. How about you, Falcon?
I've been doing good myself. Now, for the people who don't exactly know who Plurple is, well, firstly, I'll go to the highest of its ranks to the lowest. So firstly, he is in the royal government. He's the proconsul of army, and he is director of correctional officers and the director of no vice director of internal affairs. Now, could you manage all of these people? Like, how do you manage all of that?
Well, some of the members in for example some of the members are also in the CO and training team, so it's kind of easy to keep track of who I'm dealing with, and I get help from my vices and sometimes the magistrates as well. So it's just careful work.
Okay. What are some of your daily struggles?
Daily struggles, honestly, sometimes like having to multitask a lot. But that's really it. And maybe like sometimes having to take care of inactive members or like an inactive vice. It's just like things I have to sacrifice to make the team better, or even my branch better.
Okay, well, folks, I think we've sugarcoated this enough. I know you don't watch this for the boring questions. Let's get on to this. Juicy. Oh my god. I am sorry, guys. But let's get into the important questions. What do you think is the directory of Roman Empire with the release of CW and the Grand Rick Empire? What do you think is going to be the future of things, and what do you think might change?
What I think might change, um, honestly, I think just Rome won't be the same as before. I mean, it's not that it'll be worse, but a lot of the members would go to CW because most of the members within Rome, like higher ups in the Senate, they came from other Star Wars games. They just have more interest in CW, and that's honestly the only way I think it would change. But CW, I think, yeah, it will be a great it would be a great game.
Okay, well that's very nice, but I don't think like I think the people that transferred out like the short the short length of stick, and why I say that is because if any of you recently checked the announcement of CW, all the sutter spots have been taken, and I think many people are transferring out of Rome because like if you make sense of this. You have all your friends in Rome. You have all the people you built yourself up in Rome. Why would you restart all of that in another clan? Like it doesn't make too much sense
I
to me.
mean, honestly, it's just that some of the members, I think they just want to have like a fresh start in another game that's under the same control of the leaders of Rome. So they can like try to get maybe they can write themselves into the history of the Grand Wreck Empire and make CW much better. Also, like you can always make new friends in CW, and you will still have connections in Rome. It's all the same basically.
Well, that is of course true, but yeah, I feel like that was kind of a boring question, right? Let's get on to the more important stuff. What do you think is the directory of army, and what is the current status of army? Because I see that most people that get trained, they get trained into army, but they mostly don't have Discord. So does that at all affect the position of army or anything close to that?
Well, as you know, Army, I think it's the most appealing branch to join when someone first gets trained because, bows are not cool. And it doesn't really affect it much because most of them don't have Discord as we already have all the members we need. But some affect the way we get high command as lots of good members on map they don't have Discord like you said, And the state of army right now, it used to be an inactive branch, but I'm slowly working on it. It's getting more active by the day. We're having meetings, events, trainings, and we're getting new members in the Senate. All of our Senate is full. Our high command, we're getting members in it, and the branch war training tournament. It's coming up soon. We almost have a full team, but all the people in it are skilled, and we're just we're getting better.
Okay, well, since you mentioned the branch war training, do you have any doubts, anything to be scared of?
I think Army will win. I don't have any doubts about it. People might say that PG are guaranteed to win because they're like a PvP branch. That's bullshit. Army, we're brute strength, raw strength. PG is all strategies and all that. Back off. So I don't have any doubts. I really think we're gonna win, and we're gonna try our best.
Okay, that might be true, but Ventures has always been like Ventures has a lot of members that uh, are very skilled, and your first competition is going to be Ventures. So it doesn't really matter if PG is good. If you don't win against Ventures, you're not going to get to PG. So what are your thoughts on that? Because I heard that most of their like people are actually pretty good at PvP.
I mean, yeah, our next match is gonna be, I think it's gonna be Venators, but I used to be a Venator back in the day when I was like, back in the days like just a couple weeks ago when I was like E5 or something. So when I used to be a Venator, I can think like a Venator. Any strategies or tactics they use, they won't work. Um, we honestly, we just have more, we have more chemistry in the branch. There's more communication between us. I'll make out plans and all that. And I think if we really do try hard enough, we can beat Venators.
Okay, but you say you were. Fetchers has had a lot of changes in the past few days, not past few days, like past few weeks, like week or so. A lot of leadership has retired. We're seeing new faces. One of them is you, actually, Plurple. I saw your like movement of your progression in the RE, and I have to say I am quite impressed. In only a few weeks or so, you're able to get proprietor, then which is quite quite a what's it called quite a good thing. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the general directory of Roman Empire? Because as you said, you think there's going to be a lot of people leaving RE to go to CW. What do you think is going to happen to RE? Because if you saw the announcements or the senatorial announcements, they said they're going to be a new bill that has passed, if I'm correct. It demands that the old map, which was the new map, get re-released because the people want more diversity. Basically, what do you think about that? Do you think that may like change some people's ideas about RE?
With the fact that some people might leave RE for CW, honestly, I think like the high ranking members in it, like the consuls and the magister, I don't really think they're gonna leave anytime soon, or if ever they're gonna leave. I'm not planning on leaving either. I'm trying to stay as the pro consul of army. I want to make it the best branch as it already is. Yeah, join army. And about the they want to bring it back the other map. Honestly, I think it would make the members in Rome much happier. It looks like a better map. It's bigger, has more diversity in it, as you know. There's just more stuff to do in it. I mean, yeah, it would take some time to get used to again, and we already have lots of what's it called? We have some things like the posts for army. We have it all already saved and known. So if we just go back to the other map, I think it would be pretty good.
Okay, so I think that firstly, like first thing off, is that what do you think is happening with CO? general.
CO, the team correctional officers. I mean, for a very long time, it's been extremely inactive, and I used to be the magistrate of it, but I was removed because I can't be a magistrate when I'm proconsul. But I'm the director of it, and I'm just planning on making it active. And like the only reason it's very inactive because its main job can only happen once a week on Sunday, and it's to check the activity of staff. So what I'm trying to do is make the I want to give more tasks to the members, but I don't want to do it instantly. Like immediately, just give them all tasks. It would make them want to leave. It would give them it would demoralize them. So I just want to make it like the CEO members. They can, instead of just tracking the activity of the staff, they can track how well they engage with the community and all the duties they're doing and how they can improve or what they need to change. Yeah.
Okay, well, folks, I think that will be it for this interview. As always, stay tuned to see more from Unscripted. Hopefully, we're going to be getting a lot more people. And I'm not going to say this straight away, but we might be getting some exclusive interviews. But that's it for today, and as always, Ava Roma. Goodbye.